Baxter the Bunny and the magic of recharging. Once upon a time, in the middle of the softest, greenest Sunny Meadow, where wildflowers grew in every color you could imagine, and the grass was so thick it felt like a carpet, there lived the bounciest, hoppiest, most energetic bunny you've ever seen. His name was Baxter. Baxter was always hopping from one end of the meadow to the other. His powerful back legs could launch him so high he could almost touch the fluffy white clouds. His soft gray fur would blow back in the wind as he zoomed through the air, flying like a little furry airplane. "Wee," Baxter shouted as he bounced over a daisy. "This is the best. I could hop forever and ever and ever." Baxter loved hopping more than anything in the whole wide world. He hopped when he was happy. He hopped when he was excited. He hopped when he was hungry. He even hopped when he was thinking. His little cotton ball tail would wiggle with each bounce, and his long, floppy ears would flap in the breeze like flags. All day long, Baxter had been hopping. He'd hopped through the morning dew. He'd hopped through lunch with his friends. He'd hopped through the warm afternoon sunshine. And now, as the sun was beginning to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and pink and purple, Baxter was still hopping. Baxter called Mama Bunny from the entrance to their cozy burrow beneath the old oak tree. Her voice was gentle and warm like honey. "Baxter, dear, it's time to come inside. The sun is going to sleep, and so should you." But Baxter stopped mid-hop and shook his head so fast his ears flopped everywhere. "Not yet, Mama. I'm not tired at all. Look, my legs are still wiggly." And to prove it, he did 3 more enormous hops. "See, I don't need sleep. Sleep is boring. I want to hop forever." Mama Bunny smiled a knowing smile, the kind that mamas have when they understand something their little ones don't quite understand yet. "All right, my bouncy boy," she said softly. "But please don't go too far. I'll be here when you're ready." Baxter nodded quickly and hopped away into the meadow, where the evening light was making everything look golden and magical. "I'll never be ready," he called over his shoulder. "I'll hop all night long." But something strange started to happen. As Baxter continued to hop through the meadow, his bounces began to feel different. They weren't quite as high as before. His legs, which had felt so strong and springy all day, were starting to feel a little bit heavy, a little bit tired. His hops were getting smaller and smaller. Baxter tried to hop over a bright yellow dandelion, but his tired legs didn't quite lift high enough. His paw caught on the stem, and he tumbled softly into a patch of clover. "Oops," he said, a bit surprised. He stood up and shook himself off. "That was weird. I never miss a hop." He tried again, aiming for a small rock this time. But his hop was even smaller than before, and he barely made it over. His landings, which were usually so bouncy and light, were becoming heavier. "What's happening to my hops?" Baxter wondered aloud, sitting down for just a moment to catch his breath. His chest was moving up and down, breathing harder than usual. That's when he noticed Grandpa Tortoise near the lily pond, slowly pulling his wrinkled head and legs into his shell for the night. Grandpa Tortoise was very, very old and very, very wise. He had lived through countless sunrises and sunsets, and he knew many things about the world. Baxter hopped over to him, though it was more of a small bounce than a hop. "Grandpa Tortoise," he said, his voice not quite as energetic as before, "why do we have to sleep? It seems like such a waste of time. There's so much hopping to do, so many flowers to see, so many games to play. Why can't we just keep going and going?" Grandpa Tortoise's ancient eyes twinkled with wisdom. He poked his head back out of his shell just a little bit and spoke in a voice that was slow and gentle, like a calm river. "Ah, young Baxter," he said, "that is a very important question. Come closer, and I will tell you a secret." Baxter leaned in, his long ears perking forward to listen. "You see," Grandpa Tortoise continued, "your body is like a magical battery. Do you know what a battery is? It's something that holds energy, the special power that lets you hop and play and run and have fun. But here's the thing about batteries, little one, they don't last forever. When you use them all day long, they run down, getting emptier and emptier. And when a battery is empty, it needs to be recharged." Baxter tilted his head, thinking about this. His ears flopped to one side. "Recharged?" he asked. "Yes," said Grandpa Tortoise with a slow nod. "Recharged means filled back up with energy. And do you know what recharges your body's battery?" He paused for effect. "Sleep. Beautiful, peaceful, restful sleep. When you sleep, your body does something truly magical. It fixes all the tiny, tired parts inside you. It fills your battery back up to the very top, so that when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll be able to hop even higher than you did today." Baxter's eyes widened. "Really? I can hop even higher?" "Oh yes," Grandpa Tortoise said with certainty. "But only if you let your body recharge completely. Only if you become very, very still and rest. Even the sun sleeps, you know. Every single night, the sun goes to bed on the other side of the world so it can shine bright and warm again tomorrow. The flowers close their petals to rest. The birds tuck their heads under their wings. Everything needs to recharge, Baxter. Everything." Baxter sat very still for a moment, which was quite unusual for him. He looked down at his back legs, and for the first time all evening, he really noticed how they felt. They were heavy, actually heavy. His muscles, which had been bouncing him all day long, were tired. He could feel it now, a deep, achy feeling that wasn't bad exactly, but definitely there. Even his fluffy tail, which usually wiggled constantly, was completely still. "I think," Baxter said slowly, "I think my battery might be getting pretty empty." Grandpa Tortoise smiled a wise, gentle smile. "I think so too, young one. And that's perfectly okay. It means your body worked very hard today. It means you played well and hopped far and had wonderful adventures. Now it's time to give your body the gift of rest. Time to recharge." Baxter yawned suddenly, a big, wide bunny yawn that he couldn't hold back. His pink nose twitched once, twice, and then went still. Maybe you're right, Grandpa Tortoise. Maybe I am a little bit tired, just a little bit. That's the wise thing to understand, Grandpa Tortoise said, beginning to pull back into his shell once more. Now go home to your cozy burrow, little Baxter. Your mama is waiting, and your soft bed is ready. Tomorrow, when the sun wakes up all shiny and new, you'll wake up too, recharged, refreshed, and ready to hop higher than ever before. Sleep well, young bunny. Good night, Grandpa Tortoise, Baxter said softly. And thank you. Baxter turned toward home, and this time he didn't hop. He walked slowly, carefully, feeling the cool evening grass beneath his paws, noticing how nice it felt to move gently instead of bouncing. The sky was darker now, deep purple and navy blue, and the first stars were beginning to appear, twinkling like tiny diamonds. When Baxter reached the entrance to his burrow beneath the old oak tree, Mama Bunny was still there, waiting with open arms and a warm smile. "Welcome home, my sweet boy," she said, nuzzling his soft head with her nose. "Mama," Baxter said quietly, "I think my battery needs recharging." Mama Bunny's smile grew even warmer. "I know, sweetheart. Come inside. Your bed is all ready for you." Baxter followed his mama down into the burrow, into the cozy underground home that smelled like warm earth and dried hay and chamomile flowers. The walls were lined with soft moss, and in the corner was Baxter's very own sleeping spot, a little nest made of the fluffiest materials Mama Bunny could find: dandelion fluff, sheep's wool, and dried grass softer than anything you could imagine. Baxter climbed into his nest and curled up, his body naturally forming a perfect little ball. The nest cradled him, holding him safe and secure. It was exactly the right temperature, not too warm, not too cool, but just right. "Now," Mama Bunny said in the softest, most gentle voice, "let's help your whole body relax so it can recharge properly. We'll start at the very top and work our way down, letting every single part of you become soft and still and peaceful." Baxter nodded sleepily, his eyes already half closed. "First," Mama Bunny whispered, "relax your long, floppy ears. Let them droop down, heavy and soft, resting against the nest. Feel them getting heavier and heavier and heavier. So relaxed, so peaceful." Baxter's ears, which had been perked up all day, slowly drooped down. They felt so heavy, like they were filled with warm sand. It felt wonderful to let them rest. "Now," Mama Bunny continued, "relax your twitchy little nose. Let it be completely still. No more twitching, no more sniffing. Just soft and calm and quiet." Baxter's pink nose, which had been wiggling almost constantly since he was born, became perfectly, peacefully still. "Good," Mama Bunny said, her voice barely above a whisper now. "Now let the relaxation spread down to your shoulders. Feel them drop down, releasing all the tightness, all the energy. Just letting go, sinking deeper into your soft, cozy nest. Baxter's small shoulders, which had been working hard to help him hop all day, released their tension. They became loose and floppy, like wet noodles. "And now your front paws," Mama Bunny whispered. "Let them relax completely, every tiny muscle, every little toe. Heavy and warm and so peaceful." Baxter's front paws unclenched and went completely limp, nestled in the soft nest. "Feel the relaxation moving down your back now," Mama Bunny continued, her voice like a gentle lullaby. "Down your spine, one little bone at a time, releasing, softening, letting go." Baxter's back, which had been curved and tense from so much hopping, straightened slightly and then relaxed completely into the nest. "And now those strong back legs," Mama Bunny whispered. "The legs that hopped so far today, that worked so hard, that carried you on so many adventures. They're so tired, aren't they? Let them be heavy now. Let them sink down, 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 completely relaxed, completely at rest." Baxter's powerful back legs, which had launched him through the air hundreds of times that day, became wonderfully, beautifully heavy. They felt like they were sinking right through the nest, through the earth, becoming one with the ground beneath him. And finally, Mama Bunny said, so softly now that her voice was like a breath, "Your fluffy cotton ball tail. Let it be soft and still, resting peacefully." Baxter's tail, the very last part of him, released its final bit of wiggle and became perfectly, completely still. His whole body was now relaxed. Every muscle, from the tips of his floppy ears to the end of his fluffy tail, was soft and heavy and peaceful. His breathing had become slow and deep, his little chest rising and falling, in a gentle, steady rhythm. He could feel his body beginning the magical work of recharging, filling his battery back up, fixing all the tired places, preparing him for tomorrow's adventures. "Sleep well, my bouncy boy," Mama Bunny whispered, giving him one last gentle nuzzle. "Dream beautiful dreams. And when the sun wakes up tomorrow, you'll wake up too, recharged, refreshed, and ready to hop higher than you ever have before." But Baxter didn't hear the last few words. He was already drifting away, floating on clouds of sleep, his body completely at rest, his battery beginning to recharge. He dreamed of tomorrow's hops, of flying through the air, of adventures yet to come. But for now, in this perfect moment, he was exactly where he needed to be, completely, peacefully, wonderfully asleep. The burrow was quiet. The meadow above was quiet. The whole world seemed to be resting, recharging, preparing for the magic of a brand new day. Recharged and ready for dreams. Good night, Baxter.